Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more Mordheim City of the Damned. And here is my esteemed opponent, Chris Cardiac, who is the best Mordheim player out there, without a doubt.
Yeah, there's no doubt there whatsoever in my mind, but
No, look, seriously, am I allowed to say this about our last previous match? Because you did amazingly well there.
yeah, I got a little bit lucky.
No, not the luck. The fact that your daughter wet the bed, got up in the middle of the night, came, asked you to help, and you were able to sort everything out and beat me without running out the time limit once.
Multitasking I'm better at than playing Mordheim.
Exactly, you did a great job there. So you have a ridiculously overpowered warband that's going to crush the ever-living shit out of mine. You might have to take out a hero because of the warband rank difference.
Yeah, I think I have to be a hero. I think I've only got 3 heroes.
Okay. I mean, my god, 747 point difference. That is the highest warband ranking difference I've had to face yet. And it's an ambush match. We tried this one a couple of times already, had a few disconnects and desyncs, and then I got... Look, let's be fair. Last time, I'd been awake for about 20 hours, and I was operating on just a few hours sleep, and I messed up the match settings the second time. So hopefully now it's going to be okay. I'm the ambusher, you are the ambush, which means you can run out the buildings and kill my guys, basically. And they'll be really easy to see.
Yeah, I could wait for you to come to me.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll have some biscuits, it'll be lovely.
Also, for anybody who bothers to view this video, because I know I don't get the highest viewing figures, I've turned down the game music a bit because my opponent's microphone volume was a bit low for me to hear. Alright, let's see how terrible this is.
Should be fun. It might be a 45-minute setup, but...
Oh no! The warpstone isn't all in the same place anymore, it's actually spread about. Okay, I've identified the major hotspots. Oh! Like, those two pieces will be hard for anyone to pick up. Right, let's have another quick look. Alright, I think I know where I want him to be. Which means cycling through about 17 different deployment spots, because I can't just click on the bloody map.
Yeah, I think I've only got about 50.
Now the A and D key cycling begins.
Oops, pressed the wrong button.
I mean, so I've identified that I made a huge mistake in this campaign, because I obviously approached it with a more single-player mindset of play your first few matches on normal difficulty, then go up to hard when your warband's actually capable of dealing with it reasonably. And because I came in like 2/3 of the way through, and had to play most of my PvE matches in a bunch before I got to play anyone, I obviously didn't get to find out the error of my ways until the warband rating power level disparity gap was so wide there was nothing I could really do about it. So I'm just well and truly shafted, because I didn't realise there was a bunch of greedy sods who were just all going to jump on hard difficulty on day 2 because day 1 has to be normal difficulty, and just stick on it and ride it through.
Yeah, I think, was it the previous version? Everybody jumped on deadly immediately and just took the occasional PvE loss.
Oh god.
Out of action, because that was the only way to get massive advantages.
Yeah, but I thought it was about having fun and playing together, not about having massive advantages. You know, I honestly
there is a fun
believed...
reason, but if you're so far behind, you're going to get stomped on every time. It's hard to keep motivation.
Oh mate, at the moment motivation is just like, oh dear god, fuck off, no. You know? Oh well,
The other side of
that's
it is, you have to
interesting.
Yeah, I accidentally deployed my possession.
You had some interesting deployment spots there. Outside the main cluster of buildings for once.
There's one slightly to the south and east of your, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I
Gustav.
saw him. I almost deployed next to him. I was like, okay.
Oh, no, don't go there.
Oh dear God, here we go again. Right. So obviously I'm sensing major trouble here. I mean, there's not much point dropping there anyway, because that door's all boarded up. But if it serves to inconvenience you a tiny little bit, and maybe even the odds ever so slightly, I mean, I'm basically screwed at the moment. And I'm just gonna do a quick paranoia check. So paranoia check is just checking it's still recording and that I haven't pressed the wrong button or something. I swear, first match last night, I was so sleepy, I momentarily, for about 30 or 40 seconds, couldn't remember the recording hotkey.
When you wake up on your keyboard, you know things aren't going well.
Oh, it hadn't got that bad yet, but man, it's just family stuff, you know, like, oh God. What a life. Right.
I don't seem to have any rather reason for what I'm doing at the moment.
I don't have a lot at the moment. Now I have swapped out a few heroes, so I'm not necessarily showing off the best of the best so much as, well, currently one or two of my high level heroes are kind of sitting out while the lobies are kind of training up. How bad is that? That's very bad. Right.
You know, so you can keep any units you want for PvP, even if they're training or injured, they'll still turn up.
Yeah, I know. It's just I've got like 2 rank 0 heroes who are currently, you know, doing matches to become regular parts of the warband, and I've brought in like a few rank 3 or 4 ones to take their place, to be like, hey look, I actually want to not have such a massive disadvantage here.
Sounds more like Paranoia's version of the tournament, Into the Mirage thing, where you have to have lots of lower rank units rather than everyone race for the highest rank and fine.
Oh no, I'm just currently like, you know, because I just hit rank 4, I've got my Warrior Priest and Wolf Priest of Ulrich, and they're brand new. So while they're taking part in all the PvE matches, they're obviously not taking part in very many PvP matches just yet. That's what I'm saying.
Just, yeah. Well, there you go.
Alright. I know where I want to be.
Yeah, I want to be in a jacuzzi.
Yeah, that could be nice. Of course, rank 5 is going to be interesting because I don't like using impressives that much. They're just not a big thing for me generally. And if I don't take one, the AI doesn't take one. But in the PvP matches, it doesn't matter if I take one or not. The opponent still has their own free choice, totally. So at that point, there's more pressure to use one just to stand a chance, because otherwise the opponent will just squash you flat with one, because they are pretty overpowered.
They are the ones that can fit through doors.
Oh, you mean the Sisters one?
Yeah,
The good one, the one who's not rubbish.
Executioner, to be fair.
No. The Sisters one can fit through doors, and she can interact with scenario objectives and do all the funky stuff that needs to be done.
She has to have movement forward as well, so you've got to have a sister superior just to move away.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's massively overpowered. If you can get some kills on her.
Oh yeah.
Where the hell is it?
Speaking of getting some kills, there'll probably be quite a bit of that soon. Right. Let's have a look at this horrible set. Oh my god, you're kidding. Well, that's just bad news for me. Okay. That is also very bad news. Alright. Okay. I'll go there. Now we have all these buggers. In many ways, it's in my best interest.
Right.
No, not the other way.
Everybody charge that way. I will go and observe from over this way.
Oh, that is... Hello? I thought I'd try and keep you here. You know, just hem you in for a little while so you can't come out and damage too many other people. Yeah, I've also totally cocked up the other way, obviously. Sacrificial Uriah von Mortborg, because he's rubbish. Look, he only needs to live long enough for the warrior priest to take over as warband leader. And I've got a backup witch hunter captain just in case.
Yeah, I mean, they're great range units,
But they're not that good. Yeah, he was a great ranged unit till he lost an eye to a vampire on day 2 or 3. He's literally here now to see how long he lasts until he actually dies.
not a huge amount of time. Then again, I've got the fantastic I can't pick stuff up double arm mutation.
No, I meant actually dies, not gets taken out of action.
Yeah, right.
He's still going. Man, I went in there to hem you in, then I saw the building layout and went, I misjudged this.
This could be funny.
I suppose we'll find out. Oh, you're going back inside again.
Seems like we get around. Well, I wasn't
And you've
doing
come
it,
out
but
again.
no point. Let's just take the ambush.
Well, that was rubbish. Thank you! You lured the stupid man into combat so he doesn't have to make stupid tests anymore, and then you backed out. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, isn't it nice that you get to do this before I get a turn to actually go and defend it?
Yep.
Oh well.
Nice, not about nice.
I don't know, depends how many movement points you got left, really. Go on, run out of movement, just in there. That'll be perfect. Well, it's not perfect, because you can come out the door with someone else and defend him.
It's the plan. There's a plan. It's not a great plan, but there's a plan.
It's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a plan as well. It's a rubbish plan. Because I think it's impossible.
Makes it harder.
Yeah.
Now we've got 40 seconds to try and find a shot. There we go.
Well, it seems you managed to find it.
It was easy to do.
Bloody hell, a spell and 2 arrows? That's a lot of red points.
Including the 600? Including the is it -1 for being ambushed?
Hmm. Again, level differences make a huge difference. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're better off with 1 level 10 than 5 level sort of 2s.
Well, yeah, because you just win.
That's part of my plan.
No, I mean the level differences make a huge difference. Even though they're fairly small, and like, you know, statistically there's not a massive difference. Mechanically,
Overall.
when you look at the match results, you're like, oh yeah, you took out 2 guys, they took out 10. You know.
So, you know what, I used to have matches against sort of Clyde and Slavier where even if it was very close rating, I would be happy if I got one unit down.
Yeah, I've had a lot of those recently.
It's
You
a
just
question of pitching where you think success is for the place you're at.
you just settle for consolation violence, really, because it's all you're going to get.
Yeah, it's like a lot of things, isn't it? You know, if you are rubbish at golf, you only need to hit one good golf shot and the whole day was worth it. There are other comparisons. If you know you're going to get the snot beaten out of you.
I messed up his so badly. I think you can tell how.
Or you block the entrance. That's always
Exactly, I blocked the entrance, so I've lost. I blocked the entrance, so I can't get my knight in there and beat the shit out of you with his big hammer. That was clever, wasn't it? I was like, okay, there's one guy in there I can go and hit, and it won't be... Oh, fuck, it's the one I actually wanted.
Yes, I did do that. I'm all eager to get some damage that I've actually put them in the wrong place and could have failed all the test. The other side of Witch Hunters is they got some of the worst henchmen at the start you ever see,
They have piss poor henchmen.
which is why you need really good heroes.
Watch me... Bloody hell.
Yeah, upstairs through a door, didn't they?
It's like his arm was sticking out past the wall. You know. That was it.
You ran through the back of the head.
Maybe he's like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you! And he sticks his hand like, what do you mean you're gonna shoot it? Ow!
I mean, that's just that's an oops. Cool. Yeah, no, he's gonna have a headache for that.
Yeah.
Lost it. Where have you run off to? Slight damage, slight damage.
Oh, it's gonna be sneaky, peeky, peeky, peeky. Only not very much. I mean, if you can nick it, I can nick one too. And actually... I love how it won't let me charge the guy around the corner there with the 200 weapon. 200 weapon's bad news. I mean, I could step out, charge him, because I've got the free dodge. Which is
Charge.
going to be
Always
oh so
charge.
useless. Actually, no, because it keeps you away from my flagellant.
Exactly.
And a 25% dodge chance is oh so worth it when you're going to have accuracy and weapon skill on your side.
Hey, don't knock it. The 0% dodge chance is still a roll of 1.
Also known as a brand new Wolf Priest of Ulrich in heavy armour with a 200 axe, even though 200 hammer would be much more appropriate. I don't know why they decided to give him 200 axes.
Don't know. There was a little bit of kickback about that because
I'll look into it.
oh yeah, they've given him a staff that isn't a damage weapon. It would have made sense, but they've given him a melee weapon.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that the worshippers of Ulrich use two-handed hammers a lot in combat.
Okay.
Hey, look. Here's an idiot with a halberd. He can idiot you with his idiot-proof lack of stupidity rolls now that he's in combat.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, stupid is never a good thing.
Mate, it was him or the guy who's in casualty recovery with, like, other serious injuries. Nice! You have no idea how low level the guy you're attacking is right now. He's like 2, I think.
With one eye.
Yeah.
Scout units, isn't it? You go over there and tell us what's happening. Splat.
Right. Man, this is a big problem we have here. You know what, I will reload, even though it's a really daft idea. Then I'm going to go to here.
A.
From here? You got to be kidding. But if I get in close under the wall, it'll be harder for you to target me from there. Here comes the pain. As if he wasn't an easy enough target already. Nice!
25% dodge went up because of greater.
Don't even ask me how it went up.
Dodges went up.
Apparently it went up again. Man, you know it's bad when a henchman has 2 attacks with a 200 weapon.
One's attracting lure, it's a massively overpowered skill.
Yeah. Yes, it attracts them to run away from you. That is a weird one. Okay. Well, thank you for showing me that both doors on the ground floor of that house are open.
Yep, that's fine.
Something tells me he might be marked for death. He bloody well is now.
Yes, marked.
I mean,
Marked
when
is picked up
someone
by a-
slogs you with a sword the size of a bloody surfboard on a stick, that they shouldn't even be able to... It's not about the weight of the sword, it's about the sheer unwieldiness of it. You know.
They're amazingly well balanced, these rusty weapons.
Again, it's not the balance, it's like the... You know, how many times do you need to turn your wrists around each other? You know. It's like, does your anatomy get in its own way? And again, the
Yeah,
Chaos
it
Spare
would be
anatomy is weird.
Swigging.
They take double jointed to a whole new level.
They're probably tentacles, to be honest, is the culprit.
Well, tentacles in a human flesh skin. No, it's not even skin, they just painted the skin on the tentacles. They're like made out of jelly.
Yum. How do we get out of it?
Apparently like that.
Ah,
Oh look,
You know the-
there's people fighting at the bottom of the stairs, you can't get past them. Ha ha ha!
I can't even get on the stairs.
Oh wow, okay.
That is a good thing. No, hang on, it's not. That's rubbish.
Guess what? I think your drop down point may be blocked.
Yep, the drop down point's blocked, the stairs are You're just gonna sit there.
Hooray!
Dum dum.
Oh wow. You might as well just sit there ready to come trundling down when someone else is freed up.
He's sitting at the top of the stairs going, no, no, no.
Yeah, you can't get me.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
And now,
The map is against me.
the nasty mutant who's been hiding in that building over there.
That's like
Straight out of the building.
The question now is your ambush going to reach me if I wiggle this way?
Probably not the guys in heavy armour. He's in heavy armour with about 2 experience points.
Two experience. This is the right number.
No, he might have 3 or 4. He's been in 2 PvE matches so far. And that's just stupid damage.
Yep.
That is, the designers were clearly taking drugs amounts of damage.
Oh, he's double buffed, isn't he? He's got Master Global Destruction
Yeah.
and
Now the ambush goes off. Apparently. What a waste of an ambush that was.
best ambush ever.
And now, of course, we have a serious problem. Watch me fail to cast a spell! Oh, it actually worked. Go on, Divine Wrath, take away everyone's red points. No? Okay, well I'll try and hit you. 24 points of damage, not 70 something or 80 something, 24, and then a 0% dodge. Because I don't have defensive stance yet.
A new round has started.
Now, obviously, at this point, I kind of really want to disengage, but I also kind of really want to keep you locked in here. But I'm thinking the disengage is the... No, 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 you're high on the initiative order.
Delay.
No damage time!
If he'd passed his fear test, this possessed would be dead.
No damage time number 2!
Yeah, because he can't hit a barn door at the moment.
No damage time number 3.
It's the battle of the behemoths.
And you can't parry natural weapons. Well, they're not natural, they're great big chaos mutant weapons.
They're right size.
There's a 2% difference between the two, so it's not a massive difference either way, really. Plus, he's rubbish and needs to die.
Not a lot of start,
You know, for a guy with a large amount of health, he isn't after taking massive amounts of damage. But then, you get that a lot with flagellants. Especially early on.
They are rubbish.
Well, no, see,
top end
the-
enough hit points to actually survive.
The flagellants would be good if they could retreat from combat, but they're basically novices. They're toughness novices instead of agility novices. Because they're like, you'll run around like scouty guys, and your zealots are what the flagellants should be. It's just weird.
They've got less intelligence than a zombie. What are you going to
Yeah.
do?
That is disconcerting, isn't it? Go on then, and everything hits. You realise he's got a really high block chance, and you're knocking a 71 down to a 38 through insane bonuses.
These are level 8 henchmen.
Yeah.
They're probably, without skills, they're kind of as good as they're going to get.
I've got 2 level 6 guys in the warband, everyone else is significantly lower, around a 3 to 4 mark, with a lot of 1s and 2s. Actually, there's not that many 1s now. Right. Let's try and get some petty vengeance, and you always expect the first attack to miss or get dodged.
Yeah, you're not particularly lucky.
No, I don't mean with witch hunters, I just mean with anyone. You always expect the first attack to miss or get dodged.
Yep, sometimes you want somebody with a spear, nice high initiative, takes the dodges or the parries away.
Yep. Unsurprisingly, I had someone with a spear, and he was the highest level henchman in the entire warband, and he got shafted just now, so he's not around anymore.
Is he not? He no longer exists.
He doesn't get taken out of action very much either, he's got a good track record. Oh well. I wonder if that is some kind of spear tactic for the starting Witch Hunter Warband bow, where you're basically using your zealots to take away blocks and dodges so your Templar can power in there and murder people.
Yeah.
With his piss all I do fuck all damage because I use a shield. So you guys are hitting 3 or 4 times as hard, it's insane.
I don't know, if you've got...
Oh, give it a rest, will you? You got it good enough already. Annoyingly, it didn't show me who the target was, so I'll have to work it out when I finally get control of the camera again. Ah, come on! Again, he isn't even rank 1 yet, so he's doing really well. It won't last. Just like he won't, because he's rubbish.
I mean, they'll sort of, it's the level 5 and level 8 is when they start getting...
Yeah, sorry, I've just got... I'm going to tell you at the end of the match who my marked for death targets are, and...
Yeah, I'm going to say possessed leader and a henchman.
No, I only got 2 of them.
I see, I got 2 last time.
And neither are henchmen.
No, yeah, well... There's 3, you probably expect 1 henchman, but...
So I've literally screwed myself over here a little bit. But it's not too bad.
You're just gonna
That, on the other hand, is kind of painful. Wow, it's like playing against Skaven early campaign where they're just ridiculously overpowered, and then you get up to like Warband rank 7 or 8 and you just batter the ever-living snot out of them with sisters because they're rubbish at that point, because you just do the death ball and they have to come fight you and you just beat them off as they come. Man, he is...
I've just worked out why I can't go down the stairs. It's because you've got that unit underneath the stairs. His head is stopping him moving.
So the man standing under the stairs is preventing you from going down the stairs. Nice.
Yes, the stupid one. The one with stupidity under the stairs is stupidly stopping me going down the stupid stairs. That is... What can you do? Ooh, damage. Gotta be some damage.
Man, that is a really low. He must have really high range defense. Oh well, you'll do.
Upstairs. Shoot.
That was shit. Sheer unmitigated rubbish.
Wow.
Man, it's like playing the new XCOM all over again. But at least we know the new XCOM lies about percentages to try and encourage players to feel more competent they are until they actually make the attempt. You know it's bad when it misses the same 94% shot 3 fucking rounds in a row.
Yes.
And you know it's lying about percentages by that point, you know.
You say you've got a sharpshooter certificate, but actually you can't seem to hit anything?
Yeah. Okay, I think we can both see the problem here.
I can see a number of problems.
The problem here is that you are relying on the Templar's one and only weakness,
Run away.
which is his inability to disengage from combat and engage with the fucker just over to his left.
Yep. You really need them to pick the right targets. Although they
Yeah.
are fantastic.
Well, I knew your mutant was coming out of the building at some point soon, but I just couldn't afford to hang around. I was like, yeah, maybe I will actually be able to defeat one of my opponents here. You know, just knock him down a bit and narrow the gap ever so slightly. Nope, not gonna happen. God's sake. It's insane. Oh, come on! Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm just going to put that back because I like it. Because it's supposed to be there.
Yeah, you realise you're making it harder for me to go pick it up now. Again.
That's part of the plan. Make the whole thing difficult to lose. No,
Hey, I'd love it if you made it difficult for me to lose. But for now, as it currently stands, dear God, this is going to be a horrific match. I've got to ask, how the hell did you manage to get
A
into
new
the lower
round
tier
has
division?
started.
I never got the hang. I'm getting it now, but the hang of getting points for second, I was just a disaster at. You know, I managed to get the occasional, basically 1 point. I lost a couple of matches early on to RNG, and then you're playing catch up down the stairs to do it.
Yeah, see, every hit landed and he's still standing. You were fibbing when you said that he would have died if I'd passed that fear test last turn. Oh well.
I mean, yeah, I've got a long, glorious history of losing in BBL. Literally
Oh look!
first-
He dodged the one attack he could dodge. My God.
Is he? I can't pick stuff up. I'm trying
No,
to loot.
you've got no hands. And I'm not talking about, like, holding your arms in the air while you ride your bicycle down the road, you know. Shouting, look, Mum! And then go straight into the side of an ice cream van. Because why not?
I need to know.
Oh yeah, thanks to the angle that puts the wall in the way, by the way.
Should be okay. There should be enough space to run away.
I'm not so sure.
No, I'm not. But
Well, you've got a flat point to kill, and kill rather easily. At least he started with 180 health. We're about 40 or 50 now.
That was just lucky.
Your warband morale is critically low.
Oh, one fragment. Okay.
Yeah, I am actually trying to get some points out of this match. I just clearly can't get any for killing any of your guys, which is just impossible because they're all too much better. Again, it's just the huge level disparity
Yep.
that's making this basically unplayable for me. And I've had an entire league of that, and it's just tedious. Mate, you did that! You are completely responsible for blocking that doorway there.
I did. I didn't want anyone to go in there, so I thought I'd block in the door, and then I forgot that I didn't have the space to get round the other way.
You ignored the fact that I could just blatantly disengage and walk over to it, but you got a guy in ambush stance, so that's just really bad news for me.
Oh dear. Who are you going to hit? Everybody.
Oh god, is it 2 rounds?
Oh,
It is 2 rounds, isn't it?
well done. 37 half point. That's the only good roll you've had all match, isn't it?
Don't even. Right. Constellation violence time. See, I'm not even going to take a single person out of action here. This is just terrible. And you know what? This is one of the better matches ups I'm going to have all season.
Maybe there's a few. Actually, you've probably got Kitten Paw coming up soon, have you?
I've got what's his name again? The guy playing rats.
Is that Sneaky?
No, the other one.
Top of the head, can't remember.
Neither can I. The one I played last. The one I played in like one of my last few matches in the qualifier round. American chap.
Do you?
I'll look it up after the match. God's sake.
Have I missed anything apart from the occasional?
No, not really. Oh wait, yes, you missed one attack with your big giant mutant on my leader after he dodged the first one.
It's not a giant, it's just a big one.
It's bigger and more giant than anything else you've got at the moment.
Yeah, big boned. Right, who have I got to kill? Who have I got to kill? That flagellant, that Templar, and I haven't got a clue. Oh yeah, him. Okay. I've already killed. I'll pick this thingy up because I think that was one of them. There we go.
Go on, pick up the wrong one.
No,
Get some kind of weird chaos mutation and lose the rest of your turn. You'll just pick up the other one anyway.
weird chaos means. Oh, there we go. Boom!
Ooh. Ah. No Cinch's curse.
Shoot me.
Okay. He is ridiculously tough to survive that. It won't last. Yeah, so I'm really thinking of giving my knight some of the magic resistance traits just to give him a chance.
They need the option. Definitely need some options of magic resistance.
No damage time. Or at least not enough damage to matter. I will continue preventing you from walking down the stairs.
Yep.
At least until that two-handed sword gets swung one more time. It's still blocking him.
It is.
Is it?
It's probably poking up between the slats, the steps, you know. I'm not going down. Got delicate feet.
Very delicate, evidently. Nice. Very nice. That's another miss at last. Given that was a 93% chance, I'm glad you missed. Right, I don't want to be scared of you. I don't even want to fight you.
Fun as it was, I'm going somewhere else.
What I do want to do is drop this right here.
See, that could be a most entertaining skill.
That was a mistake, wasn't it? Wait, no, it's not.
Run away! Run away!
Wait for it. And pick it up. It's better than nothing, okay? Well, not really at this point. So realistically now I just need to not attack and go full defense for a couple of rounds, which ain't really going to help my cause too much. It doesn't feel zealous enough either. Anyway, it's your turn, man. Hooray! Guess what? You can't dodge or parry on your own turn. But I'm at red points anyway, so it's fine.
They realise what they're doing.
Yeah, so now basic bloody 4 red to attack. I ain't doing that. I'm just going to buy some more time until my next break check.
I've got that one, I need that one, and that one. I need that one and that one. I'm sure.
And of course it's going to get into a situation where you kill someone and I'm so far down the initial ladder that you get to do a load more damage before I get to breaks. That's probably where a lot of the major difference in body counts comes in. You know, towards the end of matches rather than early on.
That one, that one, that one. Who's the 54?
Have they removed the break check at the start of the round now? Because they seem to have removed it. And now it's just...
It's your next unit.
Yeah, it used to be at the start of the round and on your next unit, essentially.
It's whatever your next unit appears.
Yeah, ages ago there used to be a beginning of the round break check as well, and now there just isn't, which is confusing me, because I've had matches where I was relying on that beginning of the round break check to happen.
I want to run away.
And it,
Let me run away.
no, I was, well, yeah, that first match against you, I was relying on it to happen there for me, and it just didn't. Oh dear.
I want to put this thing back. Stunned.
Well, yes, he was certainly stunned.
He's going to come down the stairs. Yeah, it makes him harder to hit. Go on.
I am... No,
Okay.
no. I'm not going to take damage for hitting you back, because you're not marked for death and you're not
A
important.
new round has started.
Not as if I stand any chance at this point, really. Although,
Oops.
I do want to say thank you. You'll understand why at the end of the match. It's not much, really, but it's better than nothing.
Thank you, please. I can have some more.
Oh, I don't need to ask for more. I'm going to be getting more anyway at this point.
Swiftly away.
No, because I've still got the curse, but it's going to do damage every time I hit you.
Have you?
See, if I had an entire warband of this guy, it'd be okay.
Yes, they are much better than anything else.
They're very good. Oh, this is perfect-ish, but not perfect enough. Now you, I actually am going to hit back.
Smack it down. Quite a lot of misses.
Nice. Had to happen eventually, eh? I'm betting after this I fail that next break check.
He's my last marked target, so I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference.
He's your last target. Well, in that case, I may be glad enough to deny you that objective.
I know, I've denied it to myself because I'm
Yeah.
completely surrounded him by so
Well,
I can't pick
I-
anything up.
I would say you could disengage, but you've surrounded him with Dark Souls.
Yeah. I know that I've got quite a lot of no disengaging people.
Okay, I don't say thank you anymore.
No.
Nah.
Sorry. I think you're probably going to fail there. There we
Yeah.
go. It
So,
was a valiant.
I was going to say thank you for putting both your marked for death targets right next to my Templar.
I'm nice like that.
So yeah, I said I'd tell you who they were. The two targets that were marked for death were both your mutated heroes. So, you know, the two that were
Yeah.
going to be hardest to take out of anything at all in the entire warband.
Yeah, that's no.
That's just rough. I mean, that's just there's no bloody way I'm going to do this, you know. Especially after I charged in there with my leader and then realised, I was like, I thought you were in the next building along, see? And I was like, there's lots of space. And I was like, oh wait, shit, he's in this one. Well, at least I can hold him up and stop him doing damage to the rest of my guys for a while and then hopefully finish him off when he comes out. Nope.
Yeah, I mean the possessed you could have taken down. I think. You focused on
I
you.
could have done if you
you
hadn't
don't.
killed everyone else outside.
It's the whole cult ethos is just as much damage as you can get, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's the whole 740 something point warband difference that's just stupid, you know.
Yes. Not even the same sport, is it?
No.
There must be
It's
some way of
very disappointing. Oh well, let's wrap this one up here. The good news is, I haven't had to report a single match result yet. I just get to send in screenshots.
Yeah, but you're doing a fantastic selection of it's a story, isn't it, that's appearing on YouTube for the whole warband.
Well, it's not a story, it's just being people's punching bag for 3 months and getting really depressed. It's not fun, and that's why I was saying, hey, you know what, I think I might just have to drop out, because I've got enough problems in real life. I don't need to put up with this as well on top of everything else. But anyway, thanks for playing. It was a pleasure playing against you, and I'll see you next time, I suppose.
There's
Because
learning potential from others. If they can watch it and see what you're doing and see how hard it can be, then they won't feel quite as bad about their own sort of shortcomings. In the Faction Chronicles tournament, there's been a few players that have turned up, got nowhere at all fast, and got very upset about it because they thought they were really good at PvE.
I didn't think I was really good. But I thought other people would at least actually give me a chance to participate in the game. But no, they're like snooker players. You know, they just don't let you get near the table. And at that point, it's just all
yeah.
about demoralising and grinding someone down to the point where they don't even want to put in their best effort anymore. And that's just when it gets.
I mean, it's if you're not concerned about winning the year, you are going to pick up some of the important things. I mean, if you can organise your initiative ladder so that everybody's in the right order, you can do what Clyde and Slavia and the rest of them are doing. It is, I'm going to have my entire warband now, and I will be able to take out 2 of your units. At which point,
Oh no, that's really easy. You just place sisters, put them all in heavy armour with shields, light armour for the novices, and then you get to have all your activations in a row after everyone else has gone.
basically, you can do it for any warband. It's just
Yeah.
it takes a little bit more thought than it does for sisters.
Well, no,
When
because
I
with
apply.
sisters, you just go, going second isn't going second, it's going first next turn, essentially.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
as long as
like
you're not
it's like
starting
playing
with it.
chess. It's like, yeah, white gets to go first, which means black gets to see what white's done.
Yes. See, you're learning.
That's not learning, man. I knew that years ago, you know.
You'll be amazed at how many people don't. Because in single player, you can get away with murder, can't you still win.
Well, kind of. The problem you have in single player is the AI likes to suicide onto you before you can complete the objectives.
Yep.
Anyway, I'll end the episode
Yeah, it's
here.
all about deployment in single player.
Yeah. And
Infinity.
great game. Even if it was
It had
blatantly
worked.
rather one-sided.
Yeah, like you say, with that kind of rating difference, it was always going to be fairly one-sided.
Yeah.